Let me hit the record button. Let me start sharing here and get into today's lesson a little bit. It's a little robot thing I was working on. All right. So, a lot of you guys should be familiar with this by now, the actual 16-week program outline. And notice that the very first, there's three funnels here. I call them the three funnels. Okay. Funnel one is the Instagram DM funnel. I should actually put here with secret video. It's the secret video that really sets this off, but we'll talk about that in just a second. I'll show you what that looks like, but you can see with secret video. Okay. Then the next funnel is the school optimization funnel. The only thing different about this funnel from the first funnel is that we add school. Some of you guys, hey, God bless you. That's awesome that you started a school kind of preemptively started a school. You want to work on it on the side. Fine. If you're starting off and you haven't really made a whole lot yet, do not toy with this stuff. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet because we need a proven offer. Notice that one of the reasons we're doing this funnel is we're validating a new offer. So if you're brand new, if you're an affiliate marketer, because I know some of you guys are still pushing affiliate products and programs, no problem, as long as the math works, it still works. This funnel is very fast, straight to conversations and sales. So we're going to walk through this funnel today, and all the way at the very end is our very special funnel that I'm still working on myself. This is the low ticket reward funnel. This is the most scalable funnel once we're done with the other ones. This is the one where we really take our foot off the gas pedal, but it's very complicated. We need to get cash flow going into your business if you're starting. Okay, so a lot of you guys are starting or affiliates. You're going to focus on this funnel until you make at least 10K per month. If you focus all of your energy, time, everything into this funnel, that 10K month will happen in the first month, probably. Seriously, like it's not that hard. This funnel is hyper fast. This is a fast funnel. Okay, so how does the funnel work? Let's walk through it. We're going to go through phase one, which is called validation and quick wins. Because when you're first starting off a coaching business, or you've been doing it for a little bit, but you're kind of meh, maybe that's you, man, you're kind of inconsistent with sales and stuff, then we need to do a few things. We need to refine your offer messaging, talk about your dream life, because we probably have to fix your pricing models and things like that. And then we have to start working on down here selling one to many. It's a different skill set. It's not a, completely, super hard skill set. And in the beginning, let's be honest, you're not going to have a whole lot of volume anyway. You're not going to have a whole lot of traffic. You're not going to have a whole lot of sales calls. So most of your first sales calls will be one-to-one anyway. But you get to practice the group sales call framework while you do the one-on-one calls. So over time, you don't need to hire a staff, hire sales rep, hire closers because you've now practiced this skill set and you're able to leverage yourself as you grow in the future. Tony Robbins does not do one-on-one sales calls, right? Just saying. Tony Robbins speaks from the stage and sells one to many, but he didn't do that overnight. He practiced in front of very small crowds. In the beginning, you're probably just going to do one-on-one calls to make your sales, but you'll have some slides, okay, some visuals. 75% of our decisions are made visually, so you'll have slides to present to your client and explain to them what your program is all about. Ultimately, people buy because they have clarity. Okay, they're clear about you, they know, like, and trust you, and they're clear about the offer and what they're going to get. The more clear we make it with these demo calls, with these group calls, the more we can sell large amounts of people all at one time. Okay, so, but that doesn't happen overnight. That's our fully scalable, huge funnel that we work on later on. This one is the quick win funnel. This one is the one where we are focused on getting sales quickly. So, talk about the dream life. And here we get into the Instagram DM funnel itself. Okay. So, very simple. We're going to walk through here. Number one, I want to talk about who this is for and who this is not for, and also some pros and cons with this funnel, just so everybody's clear. Okay. Number one, who is this for? It's for anyone making revenue under 10K per month. If you are jumping ahead and you're doing some other funnel or you're doing some other big boy stuff, go back to this funnel. This is the best funnel. I do this funnel every single time I go and validate a new offer. That's what this funnel is for. That's number two. So if you're validating a new offer, you need to use this funnel because it's the fastest funnel to get to market, to get your offer to market fast. Okay. Now, this won't work if you are a B2B coach, consultant, or agency. I don't imagine a lot of agency owners are in this program, but I might occasionally get some. So if you're an agency owner and you're going to do this, the thing is, if your market is smaller than 20,000 people, so you can kind of, if you're an agency or a coach or anything, you can target solopreneurs, let's say lawyers, or you can like yoga instructors, like those are solopreneurs. But if you're targeting like enterprise, like big company, like this don't do the Instagram funnel. I don't know what funnel you're gonna do because I've never done that. So just but this will not work. The market is just too small for these funnels to work. So you need a big market, but not a huge market. As long as it's over 20,000, that's good. When I'm running ads, I want to shoot for 1 million, but that's a different story, okay? Um, Now the pros, these are very cheap leads. If you're starting off with a small budget, even more reason to do this funnel. Even more reason. Like very simply, very easily, the first few $100 or so, you will start to see results. That doesn't necessarily mean a sale. You can refine things and get better and better over time and get a sale, but you will start seeing leads and conversations like early, like very quick. So you're getting to market fast with this funnel. You're going to be able to quickly test and revise messaging. That's what we're doing here. There is this horrible, horrible teaching out there all about scaling way too fast. I did it many times. In some ways, I appreciate it because it taught me to like think on my toes and just scale fast and all this stuff. But by scaling fast, I also missed a lot of details and I didn't have a solid foundation. I would have to go back and fix things. So by using this funnel, guys, this IGDM funnel here, you're able to have a hypothesis, have an idea. Hey, maybe this kind of video will work. Hey, maybe this kind of offer. Maybe if we word it like this, maybe we do this. Whatever ideas you have, you can change them on the fly. This funnel gets you into action. Just go, go, go. You can always revise because you're starting small here, but you're going fast and having conversations with your leads, which means you're getting data, you're getting feedback. Your leads will tell you if your offer sucks. And that's the fastest way to iterate and keep getting better. So while not promising sales, if you do this right and you're paying attention, it will lead to sales because you're listening, you're being a marketer. All right, guys. So next thing is it's easy to scale early. The fact that you can get to 10K per month with this model, like relatively quickly, is because of how simple it is. It cuts through all the fluff and the noise of big, complicated funnels and website and all this mumbo jumbo stuff you don't need. Instead, you just go straight to the market. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But after a while, you're going to want to hire a setter and remove yourself because this is not, as I said before, a scalable funnel. I've seen bigger influencers like scale this funnel to over six figures. But from what I've seen as far as their operation, I've never done that. But of what I've seen from behind the scenes, it looks really complicated. It looks like a pain in the ass. So I would rather not scale this funnel. We want to kind of have it as part of our strategy forever because it is, nice to have that piece of income. But we really want to prioritize later on when we really build school. School is our nurturing campground. School is our main funnel. That's where we want to focus because it's evergreen. We don't have to keep posting content. We don't have to keep running in a circle. I feel the Instagram funnel is great, but you have to keep posting and posting. I always tell you guys, active income first, then passive income. So in the beginning, you will be grinding a little bit. You'll be posting, getting attention. We'll pump it up with ads. I'll show you how to do that, but we're going to get fast results because we're doing that. Okay. Some of the math to look out for is down here when you're running these ads, but let's go straight to it. First and foremost, if you don't have an Instagram or if you don't know how to optimize your Instagram, very simple. I don't even know if I'm going to put a video here because this screenshot says it all, but you're going to want to edit your bio. You're going to want to you're going to want to call out your avatar. So you worked all that time on your avatar. You need to know who your avatar is. For me, I finally came down to, and I kept working it, right? Same thing, testing and iterating, testing and iterating. It's fast to market. As I was having conversations, like, hey, maybe this kind of coach, this kind of language. I said, you know what? Impact driven coaches, because that's who I was. right? In my previous business, I really wanted to create impact. I still do, but I'm saying I'm putting myself in their shoes. I'm creating an offer and a program that I would have loved had I started all over again. So I'm thinking that way, and they're stuck under 10K. Because I remember being really frustrated when I was stuck under 10K, trying to figure out how to get to that next level. So that is my avatar. And then we have scale to 30K per month without hiring closers is just the ultimate desire. It's just what ultimately does your program promise? What is that final outcome? So we go from, hey, do you want this thing? And then we just give like three benefits, very short, straight to the point. Mine, I probably should change recurring income. I don't like that one, but we can change these things. We're doing one-to-many sales calls. We're doing recurring income, even though that's a part of it. I'll probably change that. And two team members, which is going to be attractive to my kind of avatar. They want a way to scale that's very simple and not complicated, right? Now, the last thing is a call to action kind of link kind of thing, like find out about me more. I know some of you guys have YouTube channels. I chose to put my YouTube link there because as often as you can, you want to get people from your short form content, your photos, your reels, your short stuff on Instagram, and get them to your long form stuff. If you don't have a school community yet where we're going to put long form stuff, fine, use a YouTube channel for now because you can ultimately put your YouTube videos in your school later on. So let's do this smart. Let's not do too many things at the same time. I use YouTube for now until my school is optimized to take leads and really, 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 So I'm doing this one piece at a time, validating a whole new offer, showing you guys that are coming from the affiliate franchise, showing you guys how I did all this stuff. Okay. So optimize your Instagram. Then the very first types of ads that you're going to do are called follow me ads. What is the goal of these ads? Very, very simple to follow you on Instagram. It is not rocket science. We have to think of it like a funnel. At the top of your funnel, we need to capture people, as many people as possible. Eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs. So the good news is we can typically get a follower from $1 to $3, depending on what industry we're in. Okay, so just imagine, I'll just throw a number out there, paying $1,000, $1 per follower. You've literally paid for real eyeballs, real leads, real people that is basically now a retargeting list. So now they've expressed interest in what you have. They come follow you, and now you hit them with retargeting lists. Okay. If that's how you want to do it. I like the more aggressive approach. I do follower ads. That's a nice stream of leads kind of coming in daily. There's also another strategy I want to talk to you about here where I use software. We're in 2024 at the time of this recording. There is a lot of Instagram growth tools out there. I provided you guys with four that I like, that I know about. They all do different things, automatic IG DMs, lead book, super booster, growth tool. All these things give you organic engagement, give you more automated outreach, give you more reach because you need to get conversations. Okay. As my Facebook ad coach Laurel once told me, and I love Laurel, she always says the fastest path to cash is conversation. I totally agree with that. So that's the whole crux of the IG DM funnel. The next thing, and what I like to do first, and what I like to prioritize out of the gate, if you're very short on budget and really want to test fast, cold DM costs. Sorry, cold DM ads. These are the cost projections. I was reading something else. But if you're like B2C, generally you can get a lead, which a lead is a conversation, guys. A conversation. You will actually talk to a flesh and blood human being. I'm like blending my words together. What the hell? Flesh and blood human being in your messenger. Now, I only run these ads for Instagram placement, and you can see the placement here, Instagram stories, reels, feed. But the idea here is they're very short, straight to the point, and very direct, either written or video ads. I suggest testing both of them. And they're just straight up, hey, is this you? Do you want this, this, and this? DM me right now for me to send you a video about it or whatever. Or for us to get on a call and talk about it, right? Whatever you want to do. If your video is not ready yet, your secret video that we'll talk about in a minute, just go straight to a calendar, invite, like, let's get on a call and talk about it and just go straight to a conversation. Because this is, I don't need to tell you guys, well, maybe I do need to tell you guys. If you've never done this before, and I scaled a multi-million dollar business, and we did go at the B2C market. I was in BizOp, affiliate marketing. Busy professionals was our main target. So this is people that all kinds of different industries. A lot of blue collar workers were attracted to our ads. And getting $6 to $12 conversations was ridiculous. Like that was a pipe dream. That's impossible. Okay, there's no way. Okay, because we used to use very complicated VSL click funnels. Like they come through, they opt in, they watch a video, they go and book a call, and it was very complicated. Okay, and it was very expensive. And that's why we cut out all of that extra fluff stuff. By them going straight through your ad, raising their hands, you have to be very direct with these ads. Hey, you're this person and you need help. Let's go to some of my examples here so you can see. And you guys have these examples underneath the lesson there. You guys have a lot of resources underneath the lessons. Make sure that you don't just watch the videos in the lessons, that you actually read all of the details in the lessons too, because I also have resources. These are my exact DM cold ads that I'm running right now. And we can see so far some of the results. I don't know if I have this the column set up right. Maybe if I put performance, cost per result, which is going to be leads on Facebook. You can see here, not a whole lot of spend yet, very early, but $12.89. You can see some of the chats that I had started today. Looks like some of them are definitely my ideal, right? My ideal clients. It looks like she's a coach. I think this guy liked his profile, looked like he was a coach in the cars. He's a day trader. So I was getting some pretty decent leads today, and it's only going to continue to optimize because this is a brand new ad campaign. So who knows? I might get $10 conversations, but that's absurd. Let's think of the math on that one. If you guys are brand new and not really understanding where I'm going with this, because that is a huge good sign so far. Okay, so let's say we stay right where we're at, and it's $12 leads. Okay, $12 a lead, and let's say we get 100 leads. Okay, that's a spend of about 1,200 people, right? Or sorry, $1,200 to get those leads. Sorry, is that 1,200 people? Yeah, we get 100, or sorry, 1,200. I'm going all back and forth. 100 leads, $1,200. Okay, so that's what we spent on it, right? But here's my experience with this. We had 100 leads. I would say about, because remember, they raised their hand. They're interested in what you're saying. It's a very direct message. About 40% are going to move on to a sales call. And of that sales call, you're going to close about 20% of them. That's eight sales. Okay, so eight sales, and let's say you took my advice and you priced your offer at 3,000, that's a $24,000 month minus your ad spend, which was $1,200. Okay, that is best case scenario, just throwing numbers out there just to show you what's possible. Okay, just to show you what's possible. So you're like, oh my God, I need to hustle and get this this funnel going because this thing is awesome. Absolutely, it is. It is a very simple, dialed down, easy funnel. There is also, if it's not in there yet, sorry. I thought I put it in there, but there, oh, sorry, there it is. Oh, no, that's not it either. But there's going to be some scripts here for your messenger and exactly like how to have the conversation. But after your cold DM ads, there's also retargeting DM ads, and they're a very similar strategy, except they are targeting A, people that follow you, and B, people that have messaged you in the past, right? So remember that 40% that did end up going to our sales call. What about the other 60%? We don't want them just flying around in cyberspace. We need to retarget them with new ads and say, hey, remember how you were interested in this thing? Why don't we get back into a conversation? DM me the word blah, 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 and let's get back on a call together. You know, you're constantly creating this flywheel and hooking them back into your world, okay? And the follower ads for my, know, like, and trust people, I love doing follower ads. I love investing in follower ads because this is your long-term asset. You're giving value and then you're saying, follow me. No matter how many scripts you see here, it's the same setup. It's you give value, you say, follow me. Value, follow me. Nothing in return, right? Not like you're not asking for money. You're saying, here's this really cool, valuable thing. Follow me. It's the easiest freaking ad you can ever make. And the payoff is later down the line, you are basically depositing good value and good faith into your audience that you're bringing in to your Instagram. Remember, it's the top of your funnel and it always will be. Okay, you can at a certain point you can post as much or as little as you want. It's up to you. And also we're working on an automation where we can clone you. Okay, once you set this up properly, we can clone you and it can post for you videos and all that stuff. So you have like an AI clone of yourself. But again, active income before passive income. So we want you to perfect your personal brand, the way you talk, your marketing, the way you do your calls to action, your problems that you solve, your offer, all of these things. Do you guys see how like we don't skip ahead to automation until all of these things by a human, you, the coach, has come along and perfected these things. And the audience is paying you money and saying, "Oh, this is awesome." Now, the $3,000, right, that you're charging upfront, or remember our weekly payment model that I absolutely love, say you charge like 250 a week or something like that. Let me go grab the calculator again. I don't know where it went. So let's say 250 times 12 weeks is still 3,000. So let's go 300. We want to have some kind of a price boost or a kind of an interest, right? So they end up paying 3,600. I would still even do a little bit more than that. But you can also give all kinds of bonuses and stuff like that for paying 3,000 for your offer to incentivize them. But I like this, right? Because over time, what's going to happen is you're going to make more revenue, right, over the long term than your competitors, and you're going to have more sustainable income. Because most people, especially if you work really hard and do a great job with your offer, people get great results from your offer, they will keep paying. Okay? I've had a lot of people like, what if they stop paying? Well, they're not going to stop paying because they can't. It's not presented as like a weekly subscription program where they can cancel anytime. It's just your own internal payment plan that you have agreed to, and there's contracts and stuff like that. So there is like legal stuff with that where they can't just stop paying, but it's just because they won't want to. And so that being said, at the same time, they won't want to because we have an awesome program. So just a mindset shift there because some people I've heard like concerned about weekly payment. I love weekly payment. I think it's awesome. It's the best of both worlds for both the coach and the client. You guys both get amazing value. So, yeah, I would suggest doing both. Hey, option one is pay 3,000 up front, or hey, if you're on a budget, let's do a payment plan where you're paying 300 a week for a commitment of 12 weeks, 16 weeks, whatever you choose. And it's like, okay, this is how we're going to work together. And you map out your program. So, very simple stuff there. Moving on. What I want to talk about now is this secret video because you might have seen secret video, right? And you see it here. It's at the bottom of our funnel right before the sales call, right before the sales call that we either do as a group or probably in the beginning you'll have a lot of one-on-one calls, which is fine. Or eventually you'll create an offer doc. And once we perfect this, I would prefer doing the calls first so that you get face-to-face interaction and you can actually learn about your clients and your leads, right? You get direct feedback so you can really, really make sure that your offer is awesome, right? So I would do that in the beginning, but after a while, we start making sales docs, we start making group slides and things, and we can even record VSLs and things and just sell on autopilot because we know it sells, we know it works. That's how you automate your business and your life. We have to do it the manual stuff up front. Okay, but this secret video, what the hell is it? Well, it is a video that we send to our leads who have now booked a call. Okay, I can show you an example here where I had a lead today. I think it was this guy. Okay, I don't know if he responded yet. I might have to get back to him, but you can see that he, booked a call with me. He's interested in checking out this offer. And I was like, okay, cool. Check out this secret video. I literally have a thumbnail that says secret video. And I told him, hey, because everyone's always, hey, what's in it for me? Remember, always lead with what they get, is to learn more about the system before the demo. And it gets you fired up. Maybe I could have worded that better, but I was kind of busy. But you just want to tell him what you're going to get out of the video. And then once he goes and watches the secret video, this is roughly the setup of it. This is what it looks, or this is what the script is supposed to be mapped out as. Here is my actual secret video slides, which you also get underneath this lesson, sorry, not this lesson, but underneath here. You'll see there is the secret video slides. So you can borrow these and you can change out the slides and make it however you want. The most important thing is the framework. Okay? Because remember, a lot of times they won't actually know who you are if they're coming in from a cold DM, especially, and they've had very little time to kind of absorb your Instagram and like your content. Maybe they've looked a little bit, maybe they haven't. But the first thing that your video, your secret video should do is hook them in by telling them about yourself, right? If you haven't ever done that before, I know it could be kind of nerve-wracking. It's like, but I promise you, you have a lot of value in your story. You have a lot of value in how you discovered, your offer and your mechanism and your way of doing things. What is some backstory that goes along with that? The more emotional and the more close it is to how you discovered your offer. Sorry, Larry, can you mute? Can you mute, please? Thank you. Um, okay. All right. And so that's the idea is that you're trying to hook them in with the emotional story. I start off You don't want to start right with that. Like me, I start off with you're here because you want to scale your coaching business to a consistent 30K per month without endless one-to-one sales calls, big teams, or overwhelming and complicated systems. That's what I do first because they just came here from my Instagram and it's like, well, what the hell is this about? I need to hook them in with something that's for them first, right? Then for me, I go into FTC stuff because I like to give disclaimers about I don't give promises and blah, 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 just my transparency. And then I give a quick story here about where they are and where I want to take them and how I gamified this. You don't have to do this way, but I told them by the end of the video, you're going to have a choice. And regardless of which choice you make, there will be a prize by the end of the video. That's my way of getting them to watch the rest of the video. It's kind of corny. I know it's kind of stupid, but it works. So any way that you can kind of frame it as like, if you get to the end of this video, you get this awesome thing. It could be a prize. It could just be value. It could just be they find out your story. It doesn't have to be anything over the top like I did. Don't overthink that part, but just something. So I get into my emotional story, and you can watch the video, by the way. I have the link underneath where we just saw, where you can watch it on YouTube. But I talk about my success, that I help people in the affiliate space when I was with my other offer before, and I had a panic attack. This is my kind of discovery and my story of how I fixed my own coaching business to focus on sustainability, recurring income, no more sales call stuff, and all this. So I show my calendar. I'm like, hey, look at my calendar. I was like super swamped with sales calls. My income was like up and down and all over the place. It all depended on how my closers feel. Are they closing great? Are they sick? Are they taking vacations? How I feel. Everything is the human element. And because you're building a business on strictly high ticket sales and no recurring income, it was like a feast or famine cycle every single month. It was nuts. So I talk about the three bottlenecks, and this is the part that's really, really, really the part where you sell them. Okay? Do not, all the rest of that is kind of customizable and however you want to do it because it's your story, why they should care. Play with that, have fun with that. There is a ChatGPT prompt underneath where we just talked about in the platform there in the school, and you can use that. But this is the part you don't want to skip because this is the part that sells them on the next step. Okay, is where you think about a doctor. Okay. When you go into a doctor's office, what is the first thing that they do with you? They diagnose you, right? That's when you get a diagnosis from a doctor, when he's checking out your knees and your weight and your this and your that, and does your throat hurt, blah, 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 whatever test they're running, right? And they come to you and they say, okay, so I figure what you have is this, this, and this. It can be easily fixed. Think about that, right? What before you came to the hospital to your doctor, you were like having headaches and going crazy and like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? You're looking up Dr. Google and it's telling you have cancer for everything. And it's, it's freaking you out. You're like, what's wrong with me? But when you go to the doctor and they tell you, hey, here's the simple problems that you're having here. Boom, boom, boom. It can be easily fixed with this. We're going to give you a strict diet and some pills. Boom, boom. You'll feel better in the morning. That's how you're framing these three bottlenecks because you're alerting them to the problem. You're saying, hey, here's problem number one. Remember, you already did work on your offer. Okay, so you already should know the three main problems you solve for your avatar. If you don't know that, you're too far ahead. You need to go back to the drawing board. My one-on-one clients, let's sit down and work on the offer. But once you have the offer, and it's very simple and straightforward, the three main things that you fix, that's all you're doing. Is like, hey, right now, this is how you're feeling. This is the problem you're having. And on the call that you just booked, or on the call that we're gonna have later on, I'm gonna show you how I fix it with gradually shifting to one-to-many sales calls, or offer docs for simplicity. And it's going to be freaking awesome. This way you can sell one to many, and it's going to change your life because you won't be super stressed out with those calendars and missing kids baseball games and stuff like that, right? Everybody wants that. So show up to the call. We're going to talk about how I free you from the sales calls with this technique. Okay, next you're going to learn all about the inconsistent lead flow you're having. I know it's a headache, and you're running ads and you're doing this and it's inconsistent as hell. The problem is most of the coaching industry is teaching you that you need more leads. But really, what you need is more qualified leads. Whenever you can shift their thinking the way that I just did, do it. The most important thing I want you to get out of Russell Brunson's book, Expert Secrets, which I always recommend, guys, all of you should have a copy, is throwing stones. Every marketer strategically throws stones. When you learn the technique of throwing stones, everything gets easier. If you've done a good job of your offer, all you need to do is this following statement for almost everything you say. The industry does this, or most coaches do this, or most solutions are saying this, or most gurus are saying this, or most courses are saying that. Whatever you're selling, the stones, right? The enemy, these people, they're all saying this. And what it really is instead is this. Whenever you can say that, you have now separated yourself as the expert because the person listening to that is saying, wow, that coach really put a lot of time and effort and thinking behind their mechanism. The more you can really put their position in the perspective, right? Remember, you went to the doctor's office, you were sick. I was sore throat, a headache. Okay, so you think that it's cancer, but it's actually, that's what a lot of other doctors might tell you, but it's actually just that you are eating too much salt. So here's what we're going to do. Do you see the relief in that? Ultimately, that's the effect that you want to create with these bottleneck slides. They're the most important slides in your secret video. Focus, focus, focus. Make them sound awesome. Remember the framework. The industry, the problem that you're having is created by the industry noise. You're trying to solve this problem. You're trying to make money online with affiliate marketing. They're all telling you to do this thing. And that's wrong, and it's creating this problem that you're having right now. Oh, okay, keep talking. So I'm going to show you how we fix it by boom, boom, boom. Not a whole long, dialogue, explanation, crazy thing. Just simple bullet point. We fix it by boom, 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 or boom, boom, or boom. However, one, two, three, whatever. I have two here. Straight to the point. All they need is a promise that by showing up to the next call, they're going to have a lot of revelations, a lot of answers coming their way. So whether they choose to work with you or not, you see bottleneck 3, okay? Whether they choose to work with you or not, which is my final slide, every time I do the final slide, I do the same thing. I give them that choice. Now, however you want to present that choice, I did it as the game. It was kind of corny, but it's fun to me, so I like to have fun with stupid things. But I said, hey, look, you have a choice here, and just like in The Matrix, which is my favorite movie, you can pick the blue pill or the red pill. If you take the blue pill, you're going to stay in the land of the lost, which I call, the coaches under 10K who are struggling, trying to figure things out. You're in the land of the lost right now. Right now, you're just listening to all the market noise, and you're overcomplicating things. So keep doing what you've always done. If that's where you want to be, take the blue pill, stay right there. If you're ready to call it quits, no hard feelings. Hey, if you don't want to go to the next step, you don't want to jump on our demo call and I can show you how this works, then just DM me the word failure. You failure. You got to have fun with this stuff. So that was my way of having fun. I'm a little bit maniacal on this stuff. So on Instagram, and then I'll send you a free cheat sheet on how to get sales without one-on-one calls. Now, what does this do? It's a little bit manipulative, but that's why you want to throw in some humor and have fun with it. Because if they actually do come back to you in Instagram and type in the word failure or type in letdown or give me freebie or however you want to do this, then yes, you give them like a freebie, an ebook, a cheat sheet or something, but you can also keep the conversation going. If this person's taking the blue pill, you want to know why, right? So you don't want them to ghost you. You want to keep the conversation going, keep the relationship going. Never feel offended. I put in some tongue-in-cheek stuff and I let them be known. You can watch the video, let it be known I was just joking around. But no judgment. Come on down. Let's talk some more. Because I also want to figure out, well, what was it about the video that made you feel like it wasn't a good fit? Is there something I should change? Is there something I don't tell them that there's something I should change, but I'm listening, right? Because either there's one of two options there. Either they're the wrong fit, right? We need to know the avatars, like, okay, that avatar is the wrong fit. Nothing's wrong with my offer. But if they are the right fit, and we've asked them some questions about what they do and everything else, then we need to listen to their feedback and figure out why don't they want to proceed with our offer? Maybe there's something off about it. And that's how we quickly reiterate and fix things and get better and refine this quickly. Quickly. This is why this funnel is the only funnel you should run until you hit 10K. Because this is the very quick, like, remember again in the Matrix when Neo was practicing Kung Fu and they just like injected it into his brain. And he's like, I know Kung Fu. That's this funnel for your offer. It's just injecting and pumping leads into your stratosphere, right? Your world every single day. Okay. Some people ask me, like, what should I do as far as posting on Instagram? Should I post every day? This is my rule on that. The more you post, the better. There is no number. Okay. It's only going to benefit you if you post a lot on Instagram. If you use all the software I recommended, you use the very cheap ads that I recommended, you're going to grow your Instagram insanely fast and produce a lot of conversations in a very short amount of time. So, what I always stress to you guys is to always put your best effort into the offer, right? The positioning, the pricing, the modules, the everything that you're going to do with somebody. And for my affiliate marketers out there who are still doing this process, but with an affiliate product, then just work on who this affiliate product is for. And then reverse engineer that process to figure out what your message needs to be. Okay. It still works with affiliate products. Selling a product is selling a product. You should still make a secret video. You should still gain know, like, and trust. You should still do all these things and build your Instagram and build your whole thing. Your community, everything should still work. The only difference is you're selling someone else's stuff instead of your own. Okay. So in case I get those questions, because I get them sometimes. Either way works. I've done both. The only difference with my funnel that I ran for years to do affiliate marketing and coaching with this is that I did it on Facebook. Facebook is dead. Okay. Facebook sucks. I did this same funnel with Facebook the last few months here and there with Facebook Messenger ads. Absolutely sucks. It sucks. And I think it's because Facebook pages just don't get the kind of reach that they used to. So people don't go to Facebook pages to interact with your business anymore. It's not as interactive as something like Instagram. When you do these types of ads with Instagram, people will go to your profile, and this is why I say post as much as possible, but post value. Don't just post pictures of you and your dog, okay? Although those posts have a little bit of value. The fastest thing and the easiest thing and the 80-20 principle we always talk about in this business in this whole program is they're looking for someone that can solve their problem now. So the very first pieces of content that they need to see on your Instagram profile is proof that you know what you're talking about. So as much value as possible. Hey, the 5 steps to achieving this, the 3 ways that I did this, or the 4 ways of blah, 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 blah. If you're selling an affiliate offer, same idea, but you're getting your ideas from the offer. So study the offer itself. And then just give people pieces of that because they want the fastest way to solve their problem. That's why they're coming to you. So if they see this whole wall of Instagram content of like all these tips and tricks and videos and things that you're walking people through, they're like, this person's really an influencer. They really know what they're talking about. So just think of the scalability of that. Like I said, I've seen this funnel alone go to like 100K a month, but it's very complicated. So we just want to use this one to get to about 10K per month and then move on to the next piece, which will be adding in the school here. We want to slowly prioritize the school as our main hub for bringing in leads because eventually we'll add what I like to call the low ticket reward funnel. This is the most powerful funnel. Excuse me. It's basically a revamped challenge funnel. Anyone familiar with a challenge funnel? If not, it's simple. It's basically a mini course that unlocks as people achieve different challenges. So we're using school at scale to do that so that it can warm up our leads automatically. Think about someone that spent so much time with you, got great value from you, went through a mini course from you. By the end of that, they're ready to buy. And by using school, we're able to do that so much easier so we can automate this thing. And then that's it. So let's go back to sharing of the entire screen here and let me